Hello students. So today's topic is geometrical isomerism. Today's topic is geometrical isomerism in complex compounds. So this is very important topic regarding exam point of view. Every year they are asking questions regarding this geometrical isomerism in JEE Mains, JEE Advanced as well as in NEET exams. So every year they are asking questions related to this. Okay. So let us discuss this particular topic, that is geometrical isomerism in complex compound. So when we are talking about geometrical isomerism, what do you mean by geometrical isomerism? Geometrical isomerism means such type of isomerism in which structures are becoming different due to different arrangement of ligands around metal atom or ion. So around metal atom or ion, if different arrangement of ligands are there, ligand due to arrangement difference in ligand, alright, they will give different structure, and such type of isomerism is called as geometrical isomerism. That is such type of isomerism, such type of stereoisomerism, alright, in which such type of stereoisomerism in which two or more metal complex becomes different due to different arrangement of ligands around central metal atom or ion. Around central metal atom or ion, if their ligand positions are different, then they will be called as geometrical isomers. Alright, if we talk about this geometrical isomers differs in their physical and chemical properties. So their physical and chemical properties are different. Their physical and chemical properties are different. That is, the differs in their color. Their color is different. Melting point is different. Solubility is different. Solubility is different. Reactivity is different, etc. we can say. So their physical properties and chemical properties both are different. So they differs in their color, they differs in their melting point, they differs in their solubility, they differs in their reactivity, and so on. So if we talk about two different geometry of a complex, to different geometrical isomer of a complex, these two different geometrical isomers of a complex will be separate entity, separate individual compounds. That is, they cannot be interconverted to each other. Alright, at room temperature they are not interconverted because they are not having low energy path. So what is this? So interconversion of geometrical isomers does not take place. That's why you know that this is what stereoisomers. Okay. So stereoisomers, difference in different arrangement of ligands in space around that particular central metal atom or ion. So they differs in their structure. Since they differs in their structure, their structures are different. Since their structures are different, so they exist as a different compound. So what we can say, different geometrical isomers exist as different compound. They are different compound. They are not same compound. They are different compound. They are not interconvertible to each other. They are not interconvertible to each other. They are not interconvertible to each other. So these are the few points regarding geometrical isomerism. And if we talk about geometrical isomerism, basically they will ask the question, they will give the complex all right, and they will ask about ki which will exhibit geometrical isomerism, which will not exhibit geometrical isomerism. If some structure will exhibit geometrical isomerism, how many geometrical isomerism are possible from the given structure? So simply we need to find the number of geometrical isomerism and which orbital, what is the conditions to exhibit geometrical isomerism by complex. So what condition geometrical isomerism is being, depends, on which factor geometrical isomerism depends, alright. So which complex will be able to exhibit geometrical isomerism, which will not be able to exhibit geometrical isomerism. So they will ask this type of questions and we will be ready to answer this type of question in very short time. So see, geometrical isomerism, if we see, basically we will discuss over here the geometrical isomerism in a complex compound whose coordination number is 4, as well as we will discuss over here with coordination number 6. Coordination number 6. So with coordination number 4 and coordination number 6. With coordination number 4, if we talk about this coordination number 4, so in coordination number 4, what will happen? Alright, there are two different types of complex. One is sp3 hybridized complex, other is sp3 hybridized complex, other is dsp2 hybridized complex. sp3 hybridized complex is tetrahedral in nature. Tetrahedral. dsp2 hybridized complex is square planar. dsp2 hybridized complex is square planar. And with coordination number 6, we have two different type of hybridization of a complex. One is d2sp3, other is sp3d2. One is d2sp3, other is sp3d2, and with d2sp3 as well as sp3d2, the geometry is almost octahedral. Their geometry is octahedral. So we need to see, if we consider about, if we are talking about geometrical isomerism will discuss in two different type of complexes. One is the complex with coordination number 4, other is the complex with coordination number 6. One is the complex with coordination number 4, other is the complex with coordination number 6. With coordination number 4, we have two different type of complex. One is sp3 hybridized complex, other is dsp2 hybridized complex. sp3 hybridized complex, that is tetrahedral complex. dsp2 hybridized complex, that is square planar complex. Now, if there is sp3 hybridized complex, suppose some question is given, complex formula is given, and they are asking whether they will exhibit geometrical isomerism or not. So what you need to first of all, what you need to see, whether they will have the structure which is tetrahedral or square planar, with coordination number 4. With coordination number 6, no problem whether it is as dsp2 or d2sp3 or sp3d2, both will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Over here, sp3 hybridized complex which is tetrahedral, they will not exhibit geometrical isomerism, because if we draw a tetrahedral complex will be something like this. So let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Alright, all positions are equivalent. All positions of tetrahedral complexes are equivalent. If we draw the tetrahedral complex, all positions of tetrahedral complexes are equivalent. One is like this, another is like this, and another is like this, and one more structure will be like this. Alright, I am not getting another pane. So one more structure will be like this. So if this is like that, and over here one more structure will be there. So see, all positions are equivalent or not? If you rotate all the positions, this will be equivalent. Understood? Okay. So let me have another pen. Let me have another pen to discuss this. Now, see now. Suppose there is one complex, one ligand is around this side, one ligand is around this side, another ligand is around this side. See? So all positions are, if you rotate, all positions are same or not? All positions are same. So there is no difference in their positions. If ligands are over here, it is interchanged with this. So this ligand will be over here, this ligand will be over here. Is there any difference in their complex? No, there is no difference in their complex. All right. If this is attached over here and this is attached over here, is there any difference? No, there is no difference. All right. So all positions are same. You rotate from anywhere, all positions are same. Therefore, what we can say, in tetrahedral complex A, B, C, D, all positions are equivalent, and by the changing their positions of ligand from A to D or A to C or A to B, we are not getting different structures. Therefore, in tetrahedral geometry, there will be no geometrical isomerism. So, no geometrical isomerism is exhibited. No geometrical isomerism is exhibited by tetrahedral geometry. By tetrahedral geometry. Alright, geometrical isomerism cannot be exhibited by them. Why not? Because all ligands are alright, distributed at equivalent positions. So all ligands are present at their equivalent positions. Therefore, there is no difference in the positions, and hence they will not exhibit geometrical isomerism. Now, when it comes to DSP2, so what the things you need to predict first, you need to see first their hybridization. If you get the hybridization sp3, then there will be no geometrical isomerism. If you will get the hybridization DSP2, you will have the square planar, and in their square planar geometry, there will be a possibility of exhibiting geometrical isomerism. So see now, if there is square planar geometry, we will draw this square planar geometry. This is having metal ion at this point, and now let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. If it is like that, so what we can say, this AD, CD, BC and AB all are placed at their 90 degree angle. So what we can say, AB, BC, CD and AD, they are placed at 90 degree to each other. They are placed at 90 degree to each other. So they are placed at 90 degree to each other. Alright, we'll write over here itself this complex, about this complex. Alright, see, so in this complex where Mn plus minus is there, let's say this is A, B, C and D. So what we can say, AB, this AB, BC, then CD and then AD, they are present at 90 degree to each other. 90 degree to each other. Now, if they are present at 90 degree to each other, they will be called as cis arrangement. They will be present in their cis arrangement. Now, if we talk about this AC and DB, they are present at 180 degree to each other. If 180 degree to each other, they will be in the trans position. So trans arrangement, such type of complex which will exhibit, which will be in the form of cis and trans arrangement, they will exhibit symmetrical isomerism. So they are at the 180 degree and they are at the 90 degree. So, okay. So now let us take this example. If in this particular example we can say, if D is being replaced by C, so what will happen over here, Mn plus minus, and the position of D is being interchanged with C. Alright, now it is A, it is B. Now see over here, A and D are at 90 degree, A and D are at 180 degree. So these two are different compounds. So since these two are different compounds, they are geometrical isomers. These two are different compounds, they are geometrical isomers. Similarly, if we draw any positions, let's say we'll interchange the position of B and C in this complex. So we'll have Mn plus minus, and this structure will be like this: A over here C, over here B, and over here D. Now you see A and B, they are at 90 degree to each other. Over here A and B, they are at 180 degree to each other. So these two complexes are again different, and this is also geometrical isomers of this compound. Okay. So like that, what we need to see, we need to see whether the positions are of the in between two ligands, the positions are at 90 degree or positions are at 180 degree. If positions are at 90 degree, they will be in the cis arrangement. If positions are at 180 degree, they will be in the trans arrangement. And if they differs in their cis and trans arrangement, if they differs in the position of ligand and acquiring different type of structures, they will exhibit geometrical isomers. They will exhibit geometrical isomers. Now we'll see some examples of this geometrical isomers with coordination number 4, alright, having square planar complex. Then after we'll go for the coordination number 6 with octahedral complex. So first of all, we'll discuss about the complex with coordination number 4 and all those possibilities, alright, with this complex. See, so with coordination number 4 and DsP2 type of hybridization, that is square planar complex. What we can say? Let's say first example, alright, first example, let's say we have Ma4 whole n plus minus. If it is like that, Ma4 whole n plus minus, how many geometrical isomerism will be exhibited by them? We'll see. So there is square planar complex, there is Mn plus minus A. See, all are similar ligand, all are same ligand. So therefore, alright, we cannot differentiate them whether they are at the 90 degree to each other or they are at 180 degree to each other. So by this type of complex, we can say no GI is possible. So no geometrical isomer is possible. So geometrical isomerism number is 0. So GI is not possible in this particular structure. Second example, if you take Ma3B whole n plus minus, all the possibilities, alright, we'll put over here. So Ma3B whole n plus minus. A stands for monodentate ligand, B stands for monodentate ligand. So we are using right now monodentate ligand. Later on we'll do about the bidentate or tridentate ligand itself. So over here Ma3B, if it is Ma3B, what we can say, there is a complex Mn plus minus A and B. Now see over here, alright, this is what A and B, they are placed at 90 degree to each other. A and B, they are placed at 90 degree to each other. If we if we interchange the position of B with A, this A will be over here and B will be over here. So if it is like that, see now there is Mn plus minus and over here there is A. Now this is A, this is B, this is A. You can say this A is 180 to B, but this A is again 90 to B. So A is 90 to B. And is there any difference between this A or this A or this A? No, all are same, na? Same ligand. So we cannot differentiate these ligands. They are same ligands. So over here A and B, they are placed at 90 degree to each other. Over here also A and B, they are placed at 90 degree to each other. Even after interchanging their positions, what does it mean? It means they will not exhibit geometrical isomerism. So again, GI is not possible by them. There is no geometrical isomerism. Only one geometry of this complex is there, that is this complex. So only one geometry is written, geometry can be drawn for this complex, that is this complex. Alright, no other structure can be drawn, no other structure exists by this particular complex itself. So this complex, this particular complex will have only one structure which is written over here. There is no other structure which is written anywhere over here, over there. Now, third possibility will write, that is Ma2B2 whole n plus minus. Ma2B2 whole n plus minus. So now we'll see Ma2B2 whole n plus minus. Let's say we have Mn plus minus central metal atom or ion, over here A and A, over here B and B, if it is like that. So now in this structure you see, this A and B 90 degree, A and A 90 degree. If this A and B are interchanged, are you getting or not? Mn plus minus over here A, over here B, over here A, over here B. Now see, this in this structure A and B, they are placed at 90 degree to each other. A and B, they are also placed at 90 degree to each other. Over here you see A and A, they are placed at 180 degree. B and B, they are placed at 180 degree. If we take this A is at 90 degree, A is at 180 degree. So these two are different compounds. Since they are different compounds, they are geometrical isomers of each other. Therefore, from this geometry, geometrical isomer is possible, and that is how many geometrical isomers can be drawn for them. So two different geometrical isomers can be drawn. So what does it mean? If it is written as cis, this will be trans. If it is cis, this will be trans. And cis and trans, as you know, that is the arrangement difference, nothing else, arrangement difference, and due to different arrangement, that particular compound will be different. So there is different, the cis form is different, trans form is different. Cis form will have different physical properties, trans form will have different physical properties, cis form will have different color, different melting point, different reactivity, trans will have different color, different melting point, different reactivity, different solubility, etc., etc., blah and blah. Alright, so this is about C. Next example we'll draw, that is next possibility from this is, so simply we'll write all the possibilities. Alright, we will write all the possibilities. If we see all together, we can draw around 150 to 200 geometrical isomers. Alright, that is not an issue. So simple thing is, what we need to do, there is a question given. We are studying for exams. Either we are going to write JEE Mains or JEE Advanced or whatever the exams. Alright, similar exams. So we need to develop our attitude, we need to develop our, this judgment power, how to answer the question. What is the question given, how to apply. This concept, how we can apply on the question itself. Alright, so question is given, there is a complex given, 4 different complexes are given, asking about whether they will exhibit geometrical isomer or not. If they will exhibit geometrical isomer or not, what we need to do? We need to consider about their hybridization. Once we will get their hybridization, then we can differentiate whether if it is sp3, they will not exhibit geometrical isomerism. If it is dsp2, they will exhibit geometrical isomerism. If it is sp3d2 or d2sp3, they will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Alright, and now geometrical isomerism, once we are able to decide whether they are geometrical isomerism or not, your answer will be done, no problem. Now, if they are asking how many geometrical isomers can be drawn, so you need to draw all the possible structures, how many, and later on we will discuss about the tricks also. So how many geometrical isomers can be drawn? You should know how to draw the different geometrical isomers. So how to draw the different geometrical isomers, we are taking what? Cis and trans arrangement, whether the ligands are placed at 90 degree to each other or ligands are placed at 180 degree to each other. If they are placed at in one structure, they are placed at 90 degree to each other, try to change the structure by placing them at 180 degree to each other. If it is possible, then it's alright, they will exhibit different geometrical isomers. Draw all the such possible structures, simple. Okay, so next is, that is D. D is what? Let's say we have another complex. We have another complex, that is Ma2BC whole n plus minus. Ma2BC whole n plus minus. So again with this complex, this is similar to them, that is Mn plus minus A and B and C. So over here see, this A and A are cis to each other, and if B and C are different, then what we can say, Mn plus minus. This A and this A, this is B and this is C. See now over here, in this structure A and A they are cis to each other, B and C they are cis to each other. In this structure A and A they are trans to each other, B and C they are trans to each other, B and C they are cis to each other, B and C they are trans to each other. So is there any possibility to draw another structure? No. Then how many geometrical isomers can be drawn? 2 geometrical isomers can be drawn. Okay. Then next example, if we have M A B C D whole n plus minus, M A B C D whole n plus minus. If we draw this M A B C D whole n plus minus, see now M n plus minus A B C D. All right. Now whole n plus minus is there, so that is whole n plus minus. Or if we write M over here, no problem. So already we have written Mn plus minus, so that is not an issue. Now in this structure A and B are cis to each other. So we will draw another structure where A and B are trans to each other. So Mn plus minus we have taken, and this is A and this is B. This will be C and this will be D. So we have drawn where A and B are, alright, trans to each other. A and B are cis to each other, A and B are trans to each other. Over here C and D are cis to each other, C and D are trans to each other. Is there any other structure is possible? Now let's say we'll change this position from B to D. So over here B and over here D. We'll have A and C. Now see, now B and C are trans to each other, B and C are cis to each other, B and D are cis to each other, B and D are cis to each other, but B and C are cis to each other, B and C are trans to each other. A and D are trans to each other, A and D are cis to each other. So they see over here, this is cis, this is trans. This is cis, this is trans. Okay. So these three structures are different. A, B, C, D, this is the arrangement. A, C, B, D, this is the arrangement. A, B, D, C. Over here A, B, C, D. This is A, B, D, C. Is there anywhere A, B, D, C? No. A, D, B, C. A, B, D, C. A, D, B, C. A, B, D, C. All these three are different. So how many geometrical isomers are possible? 3 different geometrical isomers are possible by them. If this B is interchanged with C, so this will come over here and this will come over there. So is there any difference? Then ACDB. Where is ACDB? See over here. If we draw this structure over here, another structure will draw in such a way that over here Mn plus minus, and now A, this is C, this is D, this is B. Alright, A, B, D, C. See now, A, B, D, C, A, B, D, C. These two are same or not? So fourth structure cannot be drawn. So fourth structure cannot be drawn. So this is not geometrical isomers. Alright, this is not geometrical isomers. So to exhibit geometrical isomers, to draw geometrical isomers, simply we need to see, alright, any two ligand, they are in the cis arrangement, and can we draw their trans arrangement? If we can draw, we'll draw, else, alright, they will not exhibit another structures. Similarly, suppose the next example we'll take MAA whole 2 n plus minus. Now this A stands for bidentate, symmetrical bidentate ligand. This is symmetrical bidentate ligand. Symmetrical bidentate ligand. If it is symmetrical bidentate ligand and having square planar geometry in this, So there is a position, this is AA. This is another ligand, that is AA. Can we draw another structure? No, we cannot draw. And bidentate ligand cannot be placed opposite to each other. Cannot be placed opposite to each other because their distance from metal atom or ion will increase. And once their distance from metal atom or ion will increase, then there will be no overlapping of or least overlapping of their orbitals. So no or least overlapping will not form a bond over there. So therefore this bidentate ligand cannot be arranged trans to each other. Okay, so another structure cannot be drawn. So how many geometrical isomers will be exhibited by them? 0. And how many geometry is possible for this structure? Only one geometry, this geometry. So geometrical isomers 0, but number of geometry is 1. So only one geometry is possible like this. If we draw another structure G, like suppose we have MAA and B2 whole n plus minus. So again MA B2, see again there is square planar geometry Mn plus minus over here AA, and at this place there is B and C. Again can we draw any different structure by them? By changing their B and C over here, the same will be there. Alright, because this is symmetrical bidentate ligand A and A, so there is no difference in their arrangement of B and C. So what is this? There will be no geometrical isomerism. So GI is possible or not? No. So GI is not possible. But how many geometry is possible? Only one geometry is possible. Next example we will draw, that is MAB whole 2 n plus minus. Now AB is what? That is AB is unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. Unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. Unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. Okay, unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. So if it is unsymmetrical bidentate ligand and we'll draw a complex structure like this, I hope you are able to see. There is Mn plus minus. Over here there is arrangement of AB. A then B. Over here there is an arrangement of A and then B. Okay. Now if it interchange in another structure, I hope it is visible to you all. This arrangement is having AB, but this arrangement is becoming BA. Now see, these two are different or not? So these two are different geometry. Since these two are different geometry, therefore how many geometrical isomers are possible? So two different geometrical isomers are possible. So geometrical isomer is 2. Understood? So there are two geometrical isomers. GI how many for them? That is 2.